And if so, we'll be good to go. I may have to step away for one quick hot moment because I was smart enough to start dinner and I haven't checked it again. Aha, one of the woes of when you get started on live, any and everything that will go wrong, can go wrong, might go wrong, is going to go wrong. So, we'll see if I can get it right. Hey Periscope, hey Facebook Live. Thank you all for joining. If I miss your name because Periscope goes so quickly, I may not be able to see when the names kind of go in there, but hopefully I will be able to see that we're going to be live here for 1 solid hour. Hopefully I won't run too far over, but what we're going to do is we're going to auction off and relaunch that crochet chick. Again, my name is Martina Britt Yelverton, online entrepreneur, branding specialist, graphic and web designer, wealth strategist, passionate for all things that help people. So my goal is to just help. And what I'm doing right now is helping you guys with some specials that I have for crochet designs. I love to crochet. Starting out in college, right before college, my mom taught me this amazing gift called crochet. And basically what it allowed me to do was, you know, to utilize my hands. Hey Daphne, thank you for joining. It allowed me to utilize my hands and some of the gifting that she taught me to create, to design, to put together, to orchestrate, you know, unique styles. And so today what I'm going to do is begin auctioning off some of the unique design styles that I have here. And we're going to start it out at $5. We're going to get started with that in just one hot moment, and we'll see how this goes. So like I say, I'm going to try to see if I can kind of navigate multiple platforms here, and we'll see how this works out. My assistant Genesis is here. She's off camera today because we're running behind, and I have not been able to doctor up and, you know, make her look as beautiful as she is inside and out. So I will be working on her natural hair a little bit later tonight, so she's going to be off camera helping me out as we get started, and hopefully I will be able to keep up. Honestly, I have several different apparatuses here. I wish I had a third apparatus so I could take a picture of everything that's going on so you guys could see what this looks like. I have a tablet here on Periscope. Hey Tremaine, what's going on? Thank you for joining. So glad to see you. Thank you for joining. So glad to see you, Daphne. I have the cell phone there. I have the laptop here. And then I have my additional monitor here. So we have multiple platforms going across here trying to make sure that we can see everything. Hey Leslie, thanks for joining. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to try to see if we can, you know, kind of navigate this thing and get it to work the way that it needs to work. So just to give you a little bit of background, like I say, my name is Martina Britt Yelverton. I'm an online entrepreneur. I'm a branding specialist, graphic and web designer, and basically I endeavor to help people. My hashtag is that I help people. And so what I like to do today in helping people is just get a jump start on what's going on in my neck of the world, neck of the woods here in Knightdale, North Carolina, and kind of show you guys some of the crochet styles that I have. And we're going to start a bidding. Each scarf, whether I'm starting out with a frost scarf, which is a short scarf, these are like accessories. So this is not you know, something that you're going to wear by itself. Obviously you're going to wear it to accessorize whatever the current clothing that you have on. There are various types of brands that I use. We have a sugar and cream type of cotton. It is a fully cotton, 100% cotton blend. We have a Quran blend that is simply soft, and as you see up here, we have a sugar and cream, we have a peaches and cream. These are various types of yarn that is used, and then of course we have a full acrylic line as well. Jen, if you go to the back and look at the third to the bottom drawer, you're going to see some of the sparkly yarn that's in there. Bring me the tan one so that I can show what the bundle looks like. Hey Vane, thank you for joining. Glad you could hop in and watch and see what's going on. So basically I'm just talking a little bit about this passion that was given to me by my mom back in college, and every now and again I get the bug and I have to, you know, get on here and start basically just grinding away and creating things. So one of the items that you see that I have on today, this is what I call one of my covers. It's a sheet cover, and basically you would wear it with your typical t-shirt, tank top, and a pair of jeans. It's just a unique style. Yeah, thank you. And so it's just a unique style that I have that I like to, you know, give young women, young girls, and even the seasoned women a unique look. Okay, and so in having that unique look, you feel kind of, you know, different, and it gives you a little bit more, you know, bang for your buck when you're wearing something that's completely different than your counterparts, people that are around you, and you appear, you know, just different. You have your own classic custom style. Hey, Bless, thanks for joining. So basically that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to show some of the scarving sets. We're going to start the bidding at $5 on each scarf, and basically you're going to submit any of your funds to the link paypal.me/make money with Martina, and we're going to add $3 shipping to whatever the final bid is. And if you buy multiple scarves, you only have to pay shipping on one. So hopefully that's clear for everybody. And I'm going to be kind of looking off back and forth here through all the multiple platforms. Like I say, I have, you know, my Periscope up, I have my Facebook Live up, and then I'm making sure that I'm looking on the other apparatuses here to ensure that I can see all of the comments and I don't miss any bidding. So that's how we're going to get started. What I have here before me is one of the short scarves. This is basically an infinity scarf, and the difference between an infinity scarf, as you see, obviously this one keeps going, there's no beginning and there's no end to it. This color is called Frost. Okay, in addition to that, you have other variegated yarns. This is a thicker one that you would wear, and then you also have what is a typical or a classic scarf. A classic scarf is a scarf that has an end to it. So here's the end. See how that is done? You have the beginning and the end to it, and you would wear it typical around the scarf, such as this, flip it through the middle, boom, and you would wear it like that. So as we enter into the fall season, this is the reason why I wanted to go ahead and relaunch the business now, because I wanted people to go ahead and get a jump start on giving people classic custom designs, so that the people that they gifted to, number one, these are made with love. I love what I do. I love, you know, taking this gift that was passed down from my mother onto my daughter, onto some of my nieces and some of my cousins, you know, on how they can take gifts that were given to them and make them, you know, just really special, make things that are really special. So today we're going to showcase scarves. Now, in addition to that, we have covers similar to this that I have on. We have hats.
There's a hat.
Yeah, thank you. We have like the kufi hats that young guys wear. We have them where they're kind of scrunchy and bulky, and they are like almost like kufis. We have those as well. But today we're going to focus a little bit more on specifically the line of scarves, okay? And the reason we started there is basically because both men and women wear scarves, young and old, young and seasoned, I'd rather say, wear scarves. So if we get started and we bypass, or a scarf that you're interested in does get sold, these do not take a long time to make. So if we go in and we make the purchase, we sell the scarf that you want or the color palette that you want gets sold, just let me know, shoot me a message and say, I would still like to have that orange or that variegated for my daughter, for my niece, or something like that. I would still like to have that scarf, and then it can be custom made. So a lot of these that I have, I will not open because they've already been packaged up, but this is the reason why I pulled out a few that I myself actually wear or my daughter wears, and we will have those available. So we want to at least go ahead and get started. We are after 6 o'clock. We have a few people watching. This is not going to be an all-day process. Can you turn on the ceiling fan, please, Jim? This is not going to be an all-day process, so I don't want to hold you long. Plus, I know, you know, football season is in. So, in addition to what you're seeing here, when you go ahead and you make your purchase or whatever, you're going to get care instructions. You're also going to get a downloadable link to the 30 Days, 30 Ways self-empowerment journal, self-improvement journal, things that you want to be able to do to improve your current. Jen, can you turn the potato soup down to 1? Okay. Sorry guys, I'm multitasking here. So basically, we want to get the bidding started. We want to start at a $5 scarf, and if you have something specifically that you would like to see, you can let me know the color palette, and I would be able to show you a scarf in that color palette. So I'm seeing we have some people who are watching, and if you could go ahead and let me know a color palette that you're interested in, then I would probably be able to better show a scarf that, you know, correlates to that color palette, and we could get started there. So let me know how that works for you guys, and also what you guys are doing on this Sunday afternoon. I know football season is in, so you can let me know how that's going. I'm not a big football fan, don't know a lot about, you know, the way that what teams are playing or any of that. I must admit I have not a clue. So I know the guys and some of the sports girls are probably all into that, and like I say, I don't have a clue. So what I'm going to be doing is looking on here for some of the interested questions or the interested color palettes that you may have, and then you can let me know. Okay, Tremaine said black and white. So what you see here is a denim variegated dark blue and light blue. So giving you a general idea of what that would look like if it were variegated. This is a solid black, this is one of length, and this is thin. Okay, so these are the different types of things that I'm looking for when I ask for that. So Tremaine said black and white.
Okay. Ma, black and white under the red.
Under the red?
Right there.
Thank you. Okay, so for you, Tremaine, here are the two different models of black and white that I have. Jen, go ahead and undo this one. I think I have it so that it can undo. And the reason I'm doing it this way, Tremaine, is just so that you can see the difference, because this is a black and white scarf and hat. I can't even talk, child. This is a scarf that has ends to it, so it's not infinity. It's a classic scarf. And then also I'm going to show you this infinity one that I have here. And so that kind of gives you a general idea. So that is a lengthy black and white, thick, and then this is a short black and white, and as you see, it's an infinity scarf. Okay, so it is one that is an accessory. You slip it over your head and it would hang about right here, and it is of the shorter length. So with that in mind, you have a short, like I say, infinity black and white, and then you have a classic one that has ends to it that you would wrap to your neck and tie. And I'm not going to put them on because these are not tried on by actual people. Once I go ahead and create them, I kind of fold them and package them up. Betty Sue, as you see, wears them, but I don't. So if you're interested in that black and white, you can start the bidding at $5 for that one, Tremaine, and let me know whether you're interested in the classic or you're interested in the infinity. And then, of course, if anybody else on here would like to throw out a color, they can throw out a color. I want the classic. I want the top you have on. Okay, cool, Daphne. So let's see here. The first scarf that we're looking at is the lengthy black and white classic. This one, Tremaine. And I'll wait because I know there's a delay on here. And if so, we're going to get this one folded up, black and white. Hey, Cassie, thanks for joining. Okay, where did my other pencil go? Because I don't think that one is any good.
It is.
Alrighty, so Tremaine has opened the bid on the first scarf that we have here for this evening. I'll hold it up one more time. It is a classic black and white, end to end. They measure about 30 folded, about 60 all the way in length. This is a fully cotton, fully acrylic blend. So Tremaine's opened the bid on the black and white classic scarf at $5. So we're going to have that one going once, going twice, all that good stuff, and then we will move on to the next scarf. And as you guys know, since it's the first time I'm really doing this auction style, if you see a way that this can be changed up and altered, please definitely let me know. This is the first time I'm doing it this way. I just wanted to start getting the word out in a different platform so that people could go ahead and see the different styles that are available. Can you rent my assistant? She's awesome. I know she's right here on point, got it going on. So this one's gonna go to Tremaine, and it's I'm gonna put it for $5 on here, and she has the black and white classic. Okay. So like I said, if you see that a scarf gets taken and it is one that you're interested in, then you definitely want to just let me know that you're interested in the black and white classic scarf like Tremaine just did, and then I'll ensure, just slide it down in the bag. We're going to get them all packaged later, but I want to make sure I have everybody's order separated with their own card. Yep, business card in there, flyer in there, and then I make sure that she gets her link for the ebook and her care instructions. Okay, so boom. Got it. All right, so Tremaine, what you want to do is just hold off on sending your immediate money because there may be another scarf that you're interested in. You can go ahead and send in to paypal.me/make money with Martina. Let me go ahead and put that in. paypal.me/. Hey Danielle, glad to see you. Thank you so much for joining. Bomb idea. I know, I got it from my coach, Nicole S. Cooper. She is one of my business coaches, as you know, and when I watched her the other night, I thought about, you know, how can I utilize and duplicate things that our leaders are showing us, and that's how I came up with this. Make money with Martina /5. Okay, so there we go. So Tremaine, I've typed that in there, and hopefully it'll pop right up. paypal.me/make money with Martina /5. You want to add $3 for shipping and handling, and it is not for each individual piece. It is for the bulk. So if you order 5 scarves tonight, the same price is going to be $3 for the shipping and handling. So there's the first scarf gone to Tremaine. And then we're going to open up, like I say, if you throw out a color, I can pull up one that we have, let you go ahead and see it, and then you're available at that point to kind of bid on it, whether you're going to do a short infinity scarf or whether you're going to do a lengthy classic scarf like the one Tremaine just did. So if someone else could ping me a color so that I can pull it up, and then we can go from there. So that was a black and white classic scarf. Thank you so much, Tremaine, for being the first one to purchase. So let's see, do you have, okay, Daphne Brown, and do you have scarves for little girls, pink and purple? Yes, I do.
Definitely.
Genesis said definitely. So, all right, this one has pink, no. Let's pull this one down. That's the pink one. And
there's a purple and gray one, I think.
This one?
No, that purple and gray one over there by the green.
Where?
Right under the green.
All right, hold on. I got to show Daphne.
Uh-oh. Geez.
The brown one as well. Well, I was going to pull that one down. She didn't say green, but I was going to pull that one down in a moment anyway. So let me pull out a couple of these right here so I can get both of you answer. Yes, multicolored, autumn colors. Sure, Danielle. Hold on one moment. So the one that I'm pulling up right now, this one has pink and purple in it, Tremaine. It has pink and purple in it. It is almost like a rainbow color, that orange and black, got it. Almost like a rainbow color. This is an infinity scarf. And then again, we have another, I'm going to have to retie these. We have another classic scarf, Tremaine, that's here. Yeah, you can go ahead and slide that off. That's here. It's a little bit shorter in length, about 30 to 45, shorter in length, and this is purple and white. So you have that one for little girls, and I'm going to keep those two right here. And like I say, guys, hopefully I won't miss any of your comments. Okay, thank you, Genesis. All right, now this is an infinity scarf. Okay, it's solid in purple, and it is lengthy, which means it double wraps. And by double wrap, I'm going to show you what I mean by that. Genesis, can you come stand right there and hold her?
Betty Sue?
Yes, hold Betty Sue on the shoulder. Please don't get on camera with your hair. All right. So, Betty Sue is going to disrobe from this one. Did I just knock something down? And then I'm going to show you what I mean by double wrap, guys. And you let me know if Betty Sue's off camera, because I believe she's off camera. Hold on one second. All right, yeah, I'm not going to get you. All right, so the original wrap would be like this. Can you guys see that? All right, and then the double wrap, you would take it and you would double wrap it around the neck again so that it looks like that. Is that pretty much clear? So that's what I mean about going with your original wrap. It's an infinity scarf, but you double wrap it to kind of make it a little bit shorter so that when you wrap and close your coats, you still have the bulk around your neck to keep yourself, you know, all nice and cozy, versus a classic one, you would wrap and then you would do it like that. You would almost tie it, okay? So that's how we're doing that one. So let's start with the purple and the pink. We have one that's an infinity scarf, and then we have one that's a classic scarf, purple and pink. So we want to start out the next bidding for $5 for, let's start with the infinity purple, and then we also have, here we go, a classic pink. I want to make sure I don't do too much with these. So we're going to look for the bids to come in on that, and then we'll see how that goes. While we're looking for that and waiting for that bid, I'm going to unwrap one that Daphne asked me about, which is the autumn fall brown light colors. Now most of these that you're looking at, guys, are multicolored so that you can wear them with multiple outfits. However, if you see a scarf that you like and you like a tone in it like the brown, the way that you like it, but you'd like to see it in a solid, hey Jillian, thanks for joining. If you'd like to see it in a solid brown, that can be done. Scarves only take me about an hour, sometimes hour and a half to do. So if a scarf that you're interested in does get sold, all you have to do is message me and say, I did like that multicolored or that solid color scarf that was sold, and then I'll follow up with you and make sure that we get it in the color that you wanted, okay? So we're looking for bids to come in. Thank you, Daphne, I appreciate that. We're looking for bids to come in on the purple multicolored scarf, as well as bids to come in on the pink classic scarf. Tremaine asked me about pink and purple. So they're going to start at $5, like I said, and we'll see how that goes. Like I say, they range anywhere from about 45 to 60 inches, the classic, and it's 60 inches all the way around, or about 20 inches depending on whether or not you're going with a shorter infinity scarf like this that is more of an accessory. So we're looking for the bids to come in on those two. The purple infinity scarf here, that's about 60 all the way around, double wrapped to be more about a 20, to be like right inside the neck of your coat.
Someone was asking about the green.
About what color?
The green over there.
Okay, I'll have to scroll back up and find that one. I like the multicolored infinity for a little girl and the pink classic scarf. Okay, those are the two that we have on the board right now. Tremaine is looking at the classic pink as well as the infinity purple. So we're going to start the bid out on those two at $5 each. And if those are the two that you're interested in, Tremaine, you just let me know. We'll pull those two aside and we'll move on to showcase the brown and the autumn colors that Daphne and Danielle are interested in. Go ahead and unwrap that one because I need to show that one to Danielle for the autumn. And then I also need to show this one.
Here you go.
For the autumn. I also have a darker purple one up there as well. Thank you. So I know there's a delay on Facebook, so don't think I'm not answering the questions that you have up there. I'm just having to kind of wait and see. Not the purple, but the one with blue. Where's the one with blue?
I think that one.
This one here, Tremaine, the shorter one. I'm going to hold that one for a minute so we can wait and see if Facebook will catch up. Can you see that one so you can catch to see if you, okay, I see the stars. Okay, so she sang this one. All right, so you saw the little sparks go. Okay, great. So, okay, so this is the infinity. It is now going to Tremaine. And then also let me verify this one. Okay, I wrote her name down, Tremaine. Yeah, go ahead and write on that one, Tremaine. Right, infinity, I-N-F. And then write purple, blue. And then this one also, is that correct, Tremaine? The pink one? Okay, I'll wait for your response on those two. Okay, Daphne and Danielle. Daphne asked me about the cover that I have on. When I get to the end, I'm going to show more of the covers that I have on because I have, yes, that's fine, Tremaine. Hers is these two right here. Purple and blue, infinity, I-N-F. And then classic, C-L-A-S-S, class. Just say class. And pink. That's okay. That's why I say put the name on it and then put the scarf in the bag. You don't have to worry about the color specifically.
Okay, so the amount.
Huh?
The amount.
Yeah, 5 and 5. And then put those two in there. Okay, so the question that Daphne asked me, I'm sorry guys, I was answering about the covers. The cover that I have on, I have lots of different lengths. I have lengths that cover the arm, lengths that stop right here and look more like a vest, like the one that she's wearing here that look more like a vest. I have covers that have length in the arms but are short in the waist, like Miss Paulette has on here. It's short in the breastplate, but then the arms are lengthy. And then I have some that cover more of the arm that are also short in the breastplate here. So I will get to those closer to the end. Please don't let me forget, Daphne, okay? But to answer your question, Daphne asked about browns. So here is one of the classic scarves in a brown. It's a lighter brown. Like I said, it's a classic scarf here in a lighter brown. And thank you again, Tremaine, for that. Right now you're at 3 and we have all 3 of those pulled aside. And then also we have one that's a mid-range of the chocolate, still variegated. And if I hold them up next to each other, we also have these in infinity as well. What I'm showing is the classics so that you can see the length, but I'll hold these up side by side so that you can see the difference in the varying colors, because when you take them apart and look at them separately, you really can't see the difference. So there you are able to look at, there you are able to look at the two colors. You have a darker mid-brown, and then you have a lighter brown that also has a cast in it of blues, a very, very, very light of pink, and then once you get into deeper browns, you have a thinner scarf. That's an infinity scarf. That's more the autumn colors that Danielle was asking about. So here's an infinity scarf that is in the darker colors. This same variegation of colors that you see here is also represented here. So if you're looking at this one, this is a lighter orange fall color that's mixed in with this yarn. So whereas this is a thinner scarf, this is a thicker scarf with a darker orange, burnt orange color mixed in with it. So there's a part of the fall colors. We can start the bidding out on either one of those at 5 as well. The thinner scarf, that's more of an accessory scarf. or the thicker infinity scarf, that's more of a warmth scarf. And the reason I say the difference between accessory and warmth is because some of them you can wear like with a short sleeve tank that you would wear with a pair of jeans. That is a normal everyday casual wear, versus a scarf that's a little bit thicker like this, you would probably take off and tuck in your pocket, much like if you were wearing it for warmth versus wearing it for an accessory or for style. Can I have the darker brown in the infinity? All right, so are you talking about the autumn in an infinity, or are you talking about this darker brown? This is classic, but in an infinity. I'll wait for your response on that while I see if I have one already done in infinity.
I'll let you know.
Okay. Because this is the lighter one in an infinity. And if not, then I can take the classic and turn it into an infinity.
She said the light fall.
The light fall. What did I just say?
The last one.
Oh, well,
Danielle wants the light fall. Daphne said yes, the last one.
Okay, so Danielle, where you're saying I want that, can you be a little bit more specific so I'll know which one? Because I'm holding up 3 that are in the, well, actually 4 that are in the autumn color, and help me out. So while I'm waiting for your response on that, I'm going to hold this one a thicker warmth. Got it. I'm going to hold, that's right, you up there in Jersey. I'm going to, I think she's in Jersey, PA. I always get the 3 of them mixed up. Okay, so Daphne, this is the lighter infinity that you were asking about. If that's correct, I'm going to hold this one here for a moment, and in my other hand I'm going to address Danielle. I think those little ping ping pings and hearts come across quicker than your text maybe, so I'm going to hold this one here for yes, I'll take. So Daphne's saying yes, she'll take this one. So Jen, you can see how to spell their names now.
Jermaine to give the scarf.
Boom, thank you. My sister always got me. Okay, so A, thank you, Tremaine. Daphne's asking about the lighter fall one that's in an infinity. So lighter fall in an infinity is A. I believe that's the one that she was referring to. And we'll get these all refolded and tied back up. Daphne?
Daphne got which one?
5. And put this one in her bag.
Oh, yeah. If I done, what color did oh, you said it's in the
Yeah, just put them in the bag. I'll do the coloring afterwards. Okay. Okay, infinity, fall, orange, warmth for Danielle. I'll wait to see if you say yes on that one, and if so, Genesis will take that one next. Yeah, that's Daphne light fall. So guys, let me know what you think of this platform and what you think of this idea. When my coach did it, she did it with her book library. And being as though I'm in transition and we're packing up to move, I was like, there is no way that I would be able to unpack my books and do that. So that's probably an idea I think about. But let me know what you guys think about this idea as far as the auction style. That's Danielle. Hey, Crystal, thank you for joining us. I see your question popping up now. I'm going to look through it and read through it again just to make sure I understand what you're asking. And definitely, if you see something that I have and you see a color that I have, but you're not sure if it's been sold or not, let me know, because like I said, these are quite easy for me to go in and make. So do you have anything in? Yes, Danielle 5. Yeah, we're just sticking with 5 unless, you know, someone starts a bidding on one and they want it like to get shipped out on Monday. Yeah. So, do you have anything in a kid's infinity length? I would like orange light for myself and my daughter.
You have some oranges?
Yeah, I'm going to pull out both of these oranges here.
This one's looking good.
Because I hadn't shown that orange yet. Oh, and then I have the bright orange here.
Oh, that right. You have a hat that matches that one.
Yeah, I have a hat for this one. Okay, so I'm going to show these two right here. Now, these are multicolored. Like I say, guys, these are multicolored because we want to make sure that you can wear them with multiple colors. So even though you're saying orange, I'm going to show you 3 different areas on an arm. Yeah, she was talking about the orange one that I laid across here for you to pack up for Danielle. Okay, so the first orange that I'm going to pull out, this orange crystal has teal in it. It also has a little bit of white in it. And this one is the hat. And by hat, it's the slouch look. This one is the hat that accompanies the scarf. And the style that I'm showing you for this particular orange, and then I'm going to show you 2 other orange. Genesis is unwrapping one other orange now. So, just to make sure I'm clear. Oh, nope, that one's a hat too. Alright. Alright, so here's an orange infinity similar to the one that we just did. It can be done, yes, in a smaller, shorter infinity length for the kids' infinity length. This orange has the fall autumn colors in it of a burnt orange, like a fall leaf colored olive, and then also like a similar to this color that I have on. These are the fall colors, but it's accented with a heavy orange, whereas this one is accented more with those nautical colors of the teal, the white, and the heavy. So this is the color that we're looking at here in comparison to here. So in the orange color palette that you may be asking me about, we're going to go with A, that has the teal in it. Then we're going to go with B, that has the orange with the autumn colors in it. Crystal likes the heavy orange, so that's this one here. Now on this one, Genesis, on the card, so if you're looking at this one, if you're interested in bidding on this one, we can start it out at 5 as well, Crystal, and that will be fine. Hey Daryl, thank you for joining. Good to see you. It's been a while since I've seen you.
Crystal says she wants the heavy orange.
The heavy orange, that's this one that I have here, and I was turning around to see if and is that infinity? Don't try to take my scarves.
Every Friday.
Yep, she's like me. She likes those autumn colors. They feel really good. Here's another orange infinity, so that's good. Okay.
You want me to write crystals down?
So Crystal wants to get, if I'm not mistaken, 2 infinity. She said, I want that one too. Y'all can start a bidding war if you want. I'm not here to break nobody's pockets. And it does not take long for me to make them. So it is an auction. You are saying 5, but I'm not here to break anybody's pockets. So yes, 2, 1 for me and 1 for my daughter. So I'm going to pull both of these to the side, Jen. This one and the other infinity. So that I can make sure, yep, that one. And this one.
Sound like
Crystal.
10?
And 10. Alright. A moment ago when I held up A, Danielle said B. And this would have been B. Is this correct for what B would have been, Danielle?
Tremaine said she wants in a short top.
Okie dokie. I'll look at that in 1 second, Tremaine, and make sure I understand which one you're talking about to make sure I understand the color palettes. So I'm going to hold this one right here. This is B that I held up a moment ago because the A color, both of those oranges, Crystal took both of those. And I only have 1 in that color left, so that one may end up going on auction fight in a minute. because I only have one in that burnt orange color palette left. So we'll look at that in a moment. Getting choked up. Okay, so this one I'm holding up to wait on Danielle for to see if that color palette she's interested in too. And then I'm going to answer this question from Tremaine. Okay, so Tremaine, I want it in a short top. Let me know which one specifically you're referring to for in a short top. And then I can make sure that I know exactly what you're talking about. So while we're doing that, okay, that's the hat. I knew I should have put all the hats together because I've unwrapped 2 hats that I'm going to have to make sure they go back up. I need to get a mannequin with a headpiece so I can show you how cute these hats are. Oh my goodness.
Use my head so you can cover all this up.
That's true, I could. Do you know where your rainbow slouch hat is? Get your rainbow slouch hat and cover all that hair up and I'll see. The heavy orange. Okay, the heavy orange, Danielle, we bagged that one up for you. It's already on the floor, ready to go to you. Well, not on the floor, guys. They're in the bag. I'll have her show you the baggies when she gets back. Hey, Rosa, thanks for joining. So glad to see you. So the heavy orange, I know Crystal got 2 of those and you got 1 of those. I don't know if we want that on camera, guys. Now, we're going to get us a mannequin that has the head on it so you can see. So you guys can see really how cute the hats are. And they're the hats that kind of, you know, slouch in the back. Because Genesis' hair is peeking out all over the place. And we don't want that on camera. So we'll get around to the hats at some point. I'm sitting here unwrapping hats. And I should have the hats labeled up a little bit differently. So, okay. So what we're looking at now is we're going to move into some of the other scarf color palettes so that we can see what the other interest is.
I found this.
Yeah, but we're not doing the single layered ribbed ones right now. Okay. So basically what we're doing, we're going to move into now is we have a couple of other classic and infinity scarves that we want to show to see how they go. I just want to make sure before I move on that Danielle, you're good with that we have yours there. And let me pull back up. Hold on 1 second, guys.
So the heavy, the top one, I think she said she was in a heavy orange color.
Oh, did that one come up? Oh, the heavy orange. Okay, so the only thing that I'm saying about the heavy orange as a top like this, it's gonna be more of a fall winter Tremaine. So the heavy orange, is that what, yeah, Tremaine said the heavy orange. Okay, if you're talking about the heavy orange as a top, where's that other? Yeah, hand me Danielle's bag with the heavy orange in it, so I can make sure before I move on. Yeah, just like Crystal's, but it's Danielle's. There you go. Hand me the whole bag. Okay, so this is the baggie that we're referring to. It has your flyer in it that has more information about your order. It has your business card in it. It has your Sister Friend Angel Network card information about our organization where we, for the Christmas holiday season, we are supplying single mothers and their daughters with items that they need, Christmas gifts, Christmas scarves. You'll have information on that. But I just want to make sure that this is clear for Danielle. Okay, yes, perfect. Great, great, great. So that's what Danielle wanted. I just wanted to make sure that this is the heavy orange that Tremaine is talking about. She wants it in a top. So go ahead and put that one.
Did you put actually, I think you put 2 business cards.
Okay, well, we can figure out what's in what later. That's fine. Hey, Hey, Jonathan Bolden, JQ, what's going on, good people? You can wave. You cannot come around and get on camera, honey. Okay. That's Genesis waving. Okay. The thing with that heavy one, I want to make sure that it has breathable holes like this, because Tremaine, for that one that you're talking about, is going to be a heavier weight, so it's definitely going to be for the winter. It's not going to be one that you can wear in the fall, because when I say when you put these on, they are nice and warm. Okay, so you don't have to worry about, you know, being cool in them, even though they're breathable like this. Hey, Tanya, thanks for joining. I appreciate you popping in to see what we got going on here. So for that one, Tremaine, we can talk about those three. Those tops later, and the pricing on those, they're a little bit different. Plus, of course, I have to get your measurements and everything to ensure that I have enough open space for the hair to go through, and then, of course, enough girth depending on whether or not you're small busted or you're embellished up top. So I need to make sure that, you know, that all of that is calculated in. Okay, great, you got me. Okay, so the next scarf that we're going to move into, we've been heavy on the orange color palette and the fall color palette. So I know I have some of my my partners that are still with companies that highlight green. So I wanted to pull out a couple of, oh, okay, no problem. How you pay? I was pulling that up. See, I probably have a touch of ADD going on here. So let me put it in here, and I'm going to type it directly into the window so you guys know how to pay. So just turn it off and stir it up, and I need to check and see if it's finished. All right, and I'm going to type it in the window for you now, Crystal, so that you know. Here we go. All right, here we go. PayPal.me/make money with Martina, like that. So there is the link. Now, based on how many you may have purchased is what's going to go after that /. So let's say for Danielle. Danielle purchased one heavy orange, fall colored. I think hers was an infinity. So her link would look like this. Her link would look like that, because it's $5 for the scarf and then $3 for shipping and handling. So for you, Crystal, yours would be paypal.me/make money with Martina / yours would be 13, because you're going to pay $5 for the one for yourself, $5 for the one for your daughter, and then $3 shipping and handling. So that's how yours is going to look. Tremaine, your link is going to look like 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. Tremaine, your link would have an 18 after that / for the three that you got. I think yours was black and white, pink, and then a blue. So yours would be 15, 16, 17, 18. Yes, the pink, the purple, purple blue, basically, and then her black and white. So her link would say 18. So that's going to be $5 per scarf and then $3 for the shipping and handling. So as we move forward into some of the other color palettes, I want to pull out scarf number A. It has the pink, the purple, and the blue in it with a hint of green. It's very unique in its color. And then I also want to pull out 2 additional colors that are in the green color palette. This one is a strict green and white. It is a classic scarf, which means by classic, they both have end-to-ends on them where you're going to tie and wrap them. They are very thick and warm in nature. That is A, that has the purple, the pink, and the blue in it. B, that's a solid green and white. And if you'll give me one moment, I'm going to open up C. Hold on one sec. Okay, and then C has a hint of an olive in it. So you do have your lime green. It's just not as bright as B. If you can see that, it's not as bright as B. And it has your teal, like faded mauve looking teal blue in it. It also has an olive green in it and white. So in this color palette of the 3 that we have here, I don't want to confuse you guys, but I have one more back that I might want to pull up and have you have a look at. Because it's really nice. This one I might have to go ahead and undo this one for you. It's an infinity scarf, but I wanted you to see the color palette for it because it has a hint of a peach orange in it. It also has a little bit of the yellow in it, and it's still in the green color palette. So we want to start this bidding out with a bright pink, purple, blue, and green in it. It is glitter. That is glitter that you see there. That's A. It's a classic scarf. B. It's green and white. That is glitter in there that you see as well. It does have a shimmer to it. C. It too has a glitter to it and a shimmer in it that you see. It has hints of the blue in it and the green and the white in it. And then D, it does have shimmer in it as well. It has orange in it, it has yellow in it, it has white in it, and it is glitter as well. I might go ahead and open this one. And this one is an infinity, so that's 3 classic scarves, and the last one that we held up is an infinity scarf. Now, I'm not sure how well these are showing up on the computer, but just for you to understand, they're pretty lengthy. This is an infinity. They're quite thick. And this particular set of green scarves that I'm holding up have a shimmer to them. So they pop really nicely as an accessory. They're not necessarily just for wearing when you wear them with a coat. They can be worn as an accessory to an outfit. And they pop really nicely. Okay, so I'm going to do this one more time to make sure I'm clear on that. A, pink, purple, and blue with your green as a classic. B, green and white as a classic. C, with your green, your blue, and your white. Currently, this is a classic. It can be turned into an infinity. And then D, with your green, your yellow, your orange, and your white in it as an infinity. The infinity ones that are already turned into infinity can't be returned to classic, but a new one can be crocheted. So that's the reason why I'm specifying whether or not they're currently classic or infinity. A classic can definitely be crocheted at the base end to end to make it an infinity. Put him down. But an infinity cannot be turned back into a classic. So I'll wait for you, Danielle. So that was A, B, C, and D for the color palette. Hey, PJ, thanks for joining. How's it going? Got it. Danielle, C to infinity. Understand.
C to infinity.
Oh yeah, and that's in the TLC colors. That's probably why she went. See, yeah.
Please.
I got it. Put that one in Danielle's bag.
I need to add another price on this, right?
Yes, put another 5 on there.
Okay. Is this one?
So guys, we're in the color palette of the greens right now.
Look, it's my blue.
And what I'm going to have up next is the color palette of blues. So we started out with the greens, and I know you like green. I like green too. So yeah, we're going to just pull these to the side for now because we may come back to the green. Like I say, I don't want to stick and stay on one particular.
Who's that, sir?
That's Tremaine's.
Oh,
Hers should have pink and purple written on her card of black and white as well. Yeah, I don't want to hold you guys all night, but I want to make sure I give a fair amount of time because of the way that Facebook kind of runs, kind of delayed, but I want to also make sure that I go across the different color palettes. So those are the greens. We'll probably come back to the greens, but let's travel over to some blues for a little bit and see how that works. I know we had some men pop in and out and I want to make sure that we kind of honor their color palette. And then also there are men in our life and boys in our life. We want to make sure that they are cozy and kept, and they are uniquely styled as well. So I'm going to start with one classic blue here is A. Hold on one moment. All right, I got a lighter blue here, a darker blue here. All right, so let's discuss the way that we have the blues over here, and we'll see if we have any takers for the blues. Alrighty, so we have a powder blue here and a classic. Let me unwrap it. Yeah, we're going to undo all of those. So the powder blue that we have here has no sparkle in it. It is a powder blue. It has a dark, deep, rich purple in it. It also has a light lavender in it. So we're going to go with that blue as A. We're going to go with our dark navy blue and black blend as B. Going to unwrap these last two here in the blue color palette as C and D. We have C here that has the color palettes of your dark blues, your lighter blues, and then a little bit of white in there. And then this last one, which is currently on an infinity of blues, it has a little bit of glitter in it. It has your lime green, your white, your dark blue, and your teal. So the difference between those last two is one has a mix of green in it, whereas one just has a mix of the dark blue, the light blue, and the teal. So in the blue color palette, we want to see if we have any interest or any takers on those before we move on to probably red. No, I'll probably go with the purple. Yeah, we'll see.
Blue teal. Danielle said blue teal.
Okie dokie. So Danielle's looking at blue teal. Let's scoot these two out of the way. So this is C and D. C has your dark blue, your light blue, your teal, and your white in it. And D, sure.
See the length.
Okay, sure. Has your dark blue, your light blue, your teal, and your white in it. And then the difference, of course, is infinity or classic. Okay, the length is like the others. The length ranges on this one. Jen, can you bring me my yardstick so I can make sure I'm being really, really accurate? Okay, so this one here in C, it'd be beautiful if we could get a bidding going on this one. It's can be turned to an infinity, or it can remain as a classic. If you're interested in it as a classic, Danielle, this is C as a classic. It's looking to be the scarf that I did in a 45. I'm only folding it in half here because even if I were to, let's do it this way. It's not a full 60. It's a 45.
Where is it?
Child, I don't know.
Just measure inch by inch on that.
No, I'm not. Here you go. This one is the classic. Danielle is saying classic in this one here. And Tremaine is saying C infinity. So let me write down Tremaine C infinity.
Tremaine and Danielle wants.
No, yeah, Danielle wants this one though. This is the classic. Oh. So I can create a C infinity.
Let me just let you do what you do.
Thank you, baby. Let me do what I do so you don't confuse me. I'm writing this so I'll know to go in and create Tremaine.
Her top too. Make sure
a blue,
top.
teal, dark blue.
Danielle so perfect C as it is.
And white. Okay, so then you need to add this one to Danielle's bag. Tremaine said blue, teal, infinity.
I'm running out of room in her bag.
That's okay. She can have more than one bag. The bag is just to separate them for now.
Oh no, this is her bag. I saw her.
So, as an infinity, because this one is perfect as it is, what it's going to be is I'm going to send this one on to Danielle as a C, or if you guys want to bid it out, I can turn it into an infinity. It's totally up to y'all. If you want to wait an extra day or two, Tremaine, for me to crochet you an infinity one similar to this, I can do that as well. I aim to please. You know that.
We are bidding. She won't see. She won't see.
Yeah, for some reason that's not caught up because they're beyond that. Danielle says perfect C as is.
Perfect. She already said perfect C.
Yes, but then Tremaine said, "Are we bidding?"
And then it says, "Are we bidding?"
Danielle said 550. Tremaine, it looks like she wants she wants your scarf. So okay, we are at the blue teal and we are at 550 for this to go out in the mail on tomorrow with everyone else. So we are at 550. Tremaine, she done bumped you up to 550. So do we want to do 6 on the classic current chart that we have? Tremaine said 6. Oh, this is so much fun. You guys honor me. I appreciate it. So Tremaine, Danielle, she is at $6 and she would like your classic scarf here. And I love this color too. She would like your oh goodness, Danielle said $6.50. All righty. I love you guys. So somebody done said 7. Oh, well, yeah, if someone said $6.50, okay, 7. So Tremaine is saying $7 for the multicolored. This is so much fun. I love you guys. All right, so we are at $7 now for the classic teal, thickly woven. This is currently at a classic scarf. Danielle is saying $7.25.
I will be $7.75.
It will be gorgeous with jeans. It really will. I see, Jan. It will be gorgeous with jeans. Even if you were to do a pop of color with it, a nice white crisp shirt, whether you do collared or non-collared, button up, or a classic tee. I'm telling you, it would be really nice with a nice pair of jeans. So you have this right now. We're at $7.75 with Daphne. Daphne done bumped in and she done gone in at $7.75. Okay, Tremaine, $8 for Danielle, $8.50 for Tremaine.
Somebody say $9.
I love you guys. So if you choose not to go higher than that, you can just hit tap out. So right now we're at $8.50 going to Tremaine with this classic going to an infinity. For Tremaine, remaining as a classic, fun. Yes, it is. It's a lot of fun, and you're getting some really quality pieces of garments here that are unique. You're not going to see these scarves any and everywhere. I have been searching, and I have not been able to find someone that's doing it on this level. $9.50. You go, Tremaine. You get this scarf. I know. I'm with you. You should have seen me bidding the other night. But let me tell you something about the way that I design my scarves while you guys are bidding. This is a yarn and a cotton blend. And the reason I do it that way is because I like things that last. And so when I do it, I don't do my yarn just as you see here on the bell. It says acrylic. Boom. You go for it, Danielle. Claim yours. This is Danielle so far. Unless Daphne and Tremaine pop up and say, no, we're on the teal, cotton, and acrylic blend, nice and thick, in the blue color palette. The blue color palette that we're doing currently is at $12 from Tremaine. Tremaine said, no, give me my scarf, Danielle. So, you guys are hilarious. But what's so funny is the way This particular is almost like that classic black jacket. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like that classic black jacket that you know will go with so many different things. You can dress this up, dress it down. You can wear it as an accessory, but you can also wear it just for warmth. You can wear it with your solid black, you know, bomber-like jacket. It goes with so much. So I understand the bidding. I get it. So we're at $12 from Tremaine.
I'm trying to see what time it is.
7:04.
I need to go to sleep. I'm tired. I'm kidding.
You're doing it. Okay. Okay. So we're at $12. So we're gonna go going once, going twice. We'll see if the bids are gonna continue. But we're at $12 from Tremaine, wanting this classic scarf at the blue teal color palette. Whether or not we're gonna turn it into an infinity for Tremaine, or we're gonna leave it as a classic for Danielle. Tremaine has said $12. I believe that means Daphne must have tapped out, which is fine. I think we have another garment in there that, another scarf in there that Daphne is wanting. But I'm not seeing any other bids come in. So Tremaine, you might have stole the scarf. I know there's a delay, so I just want to make sure before I move the scarf on.
Tremaine's bags.
Yeah, Tremaine's bags. My sister got my back, doesn't she? She's ready for her girls and herself to look extremely unique. Okay, Danielle concedes. So Tremaine is walking away with this classic turn to an infinity blue hue of a color palette with an acrylic and a cotton blend for $12. So just get her index card.
There it is.
There you go. And then just add that on there. Just add 12 on there. You're not doing any of the threes. Just add 12 on there and put that in her bag.
That's two.
Yeah, she has two cards because we started out with one. But we'll get it all tallied up in the end. Just make sure you set her stuff separate.
Okay, so it's Tremaine. It's 12.
Okie dokie. So we may come back to the blue color palette. We're going to scoop these over. Thank you guys so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Like I said, what comes along is with all of the orders that you're getting is you're going to get the free downloadable link of 30 Days, 30 Ways to Self-Improvement. This is the original edition. We are working on an additional edition. You're going to get access, if you don't already have access, to the Learn, Lead, and Level Up private Facebook group. I believe you guys are in there. But so she got you, Danielle. She got you. $12 on that. I really appreciate it. So there we are with the blue color palette. So what I want to do now is, I'm not sure how much you ladies like pink, but I know your girls may. So what I'm going to pull out now is the pink and the purple color palette and let you guys have a look at that.
Mom, didn't I do the bags?
Jen, what did I say I'm getting ready to do right now? All right, so let me do this, okay?
Okay.
Go ahead and unwrap that one. And what I may have to do in looking at the way that I'm pulling these out is I may have to separate it and do pink and purple.
There you go. There's a pink and black and a pink and black.
Right.
And purple and gray.
Okay, we're not doing the hats, so let me put those over. Thank you, Dominique. Thank you for joining. Glad to see you. I see the last name Utley, so that must mean Tremaine must have invited you. I appreciate it. All right, so I got one more to pull out.
Are you gonna do that retro looking one?
All right, so it's gonna be interesting here. I got to figure out why that keeps happening.
What keeps happening?
All right, so what I'm going to do is I have 3 totally and completely different shades of pink here. And then we'll kind of move over into the purple. So I'm going to have one that kind of straddles. What? Yeah, you can go ahead and unwrap that one and unwrap that one so I can show them. Oh, that is so sweet. She's going to have to go back probably and see the green one that you're referring to, Tremaine, because I believe she came in after we moved away from that color palette. So right now the color palette that we are in are 3 completely different shades of pink. Hey Kim, thanks for joining. So glad you could pop in.
Kim Morgan?
Yes, Kim Morgan, Genesis.
Bestie.
Yep, it's been a minute. She's flying all over the place. So Jen is unwrapping the last shade of pink here, and we're going to show these 3 and a possible shades of pink. Jen, let me have you hold on to these blues. Sit them back there because we're going to come back to the blues. And we're probably going to come back to the greens because I heard him mention. All right, you about knocked my arm.
Oh.
Yeah, I done already knocked it over once myself. Okay, here we go. So, in the purple color palette, what I'm going to show you are these are all 3 of these are the cotton and the acrylic blend, okay? And by that means they're not going to get fuzzy like regular all acrylic blends get. They have a cotton blend with them that allows them to hold their shape. They definitely hold heat. And so, that's what we're going to do. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 different color palettes of the pink that I'm going to show you. 4 different shades of the pink that I'm going to show you. Hey, Lisa. Lisa just joined us, y'all. That's my cousin. Grew up together from the womb down in Goldsboro, North Carolina, guys. My first blood cousin, Lisa. Thank you for joining me, sis. Glad that you could make it out. So the color palette that I'm going to show right now are 4 shades of pink. One of them has a heavy purple in it, and when I show the heavy purple, then that is going to move us. You see what Kim said to you? That's going to move us over into the purple. So, starting with the pink, we're going to look at, this is a mauve, light pink, really, really soft, gentle, like baby skin pink. And I know that might not be a color, but you get what I'm saying. A nice baby pink. That's that one there. We also have it in an infinity, and I'll open it up and show you in a minute the difference. This one is a purple and pink. The pink in here is the glitter, so you do have a little bit of shimmer in here. This one is done in an infinity, so it turns, okay? And that one is a fuchsia pink, and then a rich purple. This one we also have in a pink with a shimmer black, and it is done in a classic scarf, which means it has 2 ends to it. They're lengthy, okay? They're lengthy, and the classic scarves can be turned to infinity scarves. If you currently see a color that you like and it is in a classic, it can be turned to an infinity. However, if you see a color that you like that's already infinity, I don't unravel them to then turn it to a classic. I would have to redo that one for you at a later date. Okay, so that was A, B, C, and then this one here, D, has your pink, your purple, your green, and your blue. This one is like flying off the shelves for little girls who like all this color. Number one, because there's so many different colors that they can wear it with. They can wear it with their pink outfit, their purple outfit, the blue outfit, the green outfit. So it is done in a classic, starting out at $5, and that is D. I'm telling you, girls love that. Teen girls and little misses like my daughter love that one. So what is the first scarf that I'm going to pull up? Am I going to start with the A in the soft pink? Yes, girl. Grandma gave us a bunch of talent, child. A bunch of talent. The pink and the purple, that was B. C, which is the pink and the black, or D, which is the pink, purple, blue, and green for D. So we're going to start a bidding on one of these 4, A, B, C, or D. And then if you see one after the fact, okay, Danielle is saying we want to look at D first, okay? So in our pink color palette, we have a classic scarf here, which is 60 in length. I believe this one is. I have no idea where we have put the yardstick, Currently, it is in a D. This one is done in an acrylic glitter and an acrylic yarn, a multicolored yarn. So this one is all acrylic, shimmer, and multicolored, starting at $5. There we go. I want to make sure I keep it. So we're starting at $5 with this one. Danielle, if you're opening the bid at 5, want to type a 5 for the multicolored classic scarf D.
I'll tell you if I see something.
And I'm not sure because I don't have the volume turned up on Facebook. The clarity.
She said 5.
Where do you see 5? Oh, wow. Yeah, my thing is real behind. Okay, I got it. All right, so what is that little announcer voice got? Okay, so we got to bid. We're going to go bid. Anybody want to go 6 on this card? Oh, my Lord, this is so much fun. Okay, so we have the multicolored, 100% acrylic, 100% acrylic scarf done in a classic in the color palette of pink. It also has the multicolors of the pinks, the greens, the purples, and the blues. Opening at $5 with Danielle. After you can't have any food right now while we're handling the the merchandise, baby.
It's kind of product.
Yes, the products, the merchandise. No food in here. Okay. So when we get finished, then we can eat the potato soup and all of that. So Danielle is sticking and staying at 5, and we currently have no other takers. So I'm gonna wait about 15 seconds to see whether or not anybody else chimes in for 6. And if no one chimes in for 6, then we're gonna count this one as sold. And we're gonna move on to the purple color palette.
It's been 15 seconds.
Genesis is making sure you get this scarf, Danielle. Did you hear it? It's been 15 seconds. Child, I'm trying to think ahead and make...
I want to see the infinity scarf again. I missed those.
Okay, no problem. All right, so nobody has put a $6 bid in on your multicolored scarf. Danielle, you're 100% fully acrylic. Let's call this one sold. I need a gavel. Boom, sold. Okay, add that one. I know, add that one to Danielle's. She said love her. Add that to Danielle's.
Where is Crystal's?
Okay, so I'm gonna pack the pinks up for now. We may pull them back out one time before we finish up, and I'm gonna show the purples.
$15, Danielle.
Okay, so guys, you know what? I've shown purples. Let me show a couple of the yellow that I have, and then I'll show the purple. Oops, I just found 2 more pieces. Jen, I'm talking, so when I'm talking, you say, hold on a moment.
But it's money.
But it's money. Y'all hear her? I don't. What kind of beast have I raised?
She said she'll put some in extra for me.
Oh, that is so special. Okay, so want to make sure. All right, I just found 2 more pinks. So before I move out of pinks, I'm gonna show 2 more pinks because someone just asked me about the infinity, and I just found 2 more pinks. So hold on one hot second, y'all.
Thank you, Danielle.
Me and my country self, hold on one second. And I'm going to show my cuz. Let me slide the blues over there.
I mean, to unwrap these 2.
Yeah, because I just found another. Yeah, unwrap those 2.
Those mint and purple ones look good.
Because I need to show the yellow ones next. And I just found that blue, which that one may end up going into a bidding war because I haven't been able to find that blue in the store since.
Here. Oh.
Bless the Lord.
There's some more string.
Bless the Lord. Bless her. Okay, so
I want to see it.
here, undo this one. Lord have mercy, she's watching herself fall. Undo that one so I can show Lisa the infinity. All right, and get back to business now.
Okay.
Be a little serious.
A lot serious.
Alrighty, so infinity, she wanted to see the infinity scarves, Lisa. So let me show you.
That's an infinity. It got mixed.
These two infinities. Okay, with the infinity goes on in a circle similar to this. Okay? This one is a ribbed design. This one is a 100% cotton and a 100% acrylic with a glitter mix in it. So this one is going to be A infinity, and this is pink on pink. Alright, so that's going to be A. Sorry guys, we can't leave the pink alone just yet. Alright, this is going to be B. It has a dark pink, like a fuchsia, a light pink, like a mauve, and then a white. This is done in the infinity as well. It keeps going.
Excuse me, Mom.
Now the difference between they're all done in adult size, only because of the length of being able to double wrap it. So as a kid, if you were to take an adult infinity, they would be able to double wrap it, and then they still have the bulk. So I hope that's answering your question. And anyone that purchases, I am going to follow up with before I send anything out, just to make sure you look at it. As soon as you make your purchase and I see your purchase come through, once we kind of finalize how many or what the items you purchased were, then I'll make sure that you understand again what it is that you purchased, and we're good to go. Hey, Demita, thank you for joining.
Get down. He was chewing on, he was sneezing.
Genesis, okay, not right now. So the pink on pink with the glitter is A. First pink infinity on. I'm going to have to put it on because Genesis' hair is not done, Lisa. So either I can put it on or Betty Sue can put it on. That's totally up to you, because usually once I wrap them up, I don't unwrap them unless I'm showing them for sale, and then I wrap them back up. So normally Betty Sue, that would be the mannequin here, will put it on. And I can show you some of the images. I'll try it on Betty Sue first, and then if you need to see it on me, that's fine. I want to see where it falls. Okay, this short infinity for an adult is going to fall right above bust level, so it's going to fall a little further on Betty Sue. So hold on one moment.
13 people.
So I'm going to move the purple off of Betty Sue. All right, this is an infinity. I know I'm standing in front of Betty Sue. I got it, Jen. This is an infinity, okay? Want you to see that it repeats on, and I'm going to put it on Betty Sue. So on Betty Sue, it's going to fall about bust length. Can you see that? So Betty Sue is going to fall about bust length. And Betty Sue is like in between an adult and a child size. So as an adult, it's going to fall kind of there. And then I'm going to double loop it so that you can see it as a shorter one here.
She said that you have a website to follow.
So, and then on the child, it would still fall with a lot of breathing space at the neck there. Hopefully you can see that breathing space at the neck. Okay? So,
She said I want it.
let's see. So, Lisa is looking at A, this infinity. Tremaine is also looking at A on this infinity. And then this is the pink on pink glitter. And B is the pink, white, and dark pink on pink glitter. So let me know, starting out at 5 on the pink on pink infinity, starting out at 5. This is a fuchsia and a soft pink. It is a 100% acrylic and a 100% cotton blend. It's going to hold its shape. It's not going to fray and be fuzzy. It's going to hold its warmth. And that is A, starting out at $5.
Lisa took 5.
Lisa took 5. Got it.
This lady right here, she asked, do you have a website for her? She just went away.
Oh, okay. With regards to the website, yeah, you'd have to scroll up. So let me double check. So I got Lisa in at
$5.50.
Alrighty, y'all done started bidding. So Lisa Tremaine is at $5.50. And with regards to the website, I'm scrolling up really quickly. Okay, Demita, do you have a website to follow? Right now, I have a lot of the information. Okay, Lisa's at 6. Right now, I have a lot of the information on Facebook. I have started the build for the website. Child, I just haven't completed it. If you heard my introduction at the beginning, I am with my econ. I have my own branding and graphic design website and consults, as well as doing the crochet. Now Divorce 625, y'all keep it going. As well as having, you know, now single mother again, divorced with all these little people running around here. I just have not had time. So I definitely will. All right, Lisa's at $7, Tremaine. I definitely am going to get the website up. I'm going to hanker down and really get it done. I promise that I will have the website up so that you can purchase. These scarves start at $9, and the classic scarves that are a little bit longer in length, they start at 12, I believe. So you guys are getting some really great deals tonight. Lisa's at $7, Tremaine, and this is for the pink on pink infinity at $7. So, okay, so Demita, I'll definitely get the website up right now. Everything's coming over to the Facebook page, and if you click on that Crochet Chick, it brings you over to the Facebook page, but it specifies any hashtag that I have, that I have instituted crochet on. So when I institute crochet on it, I use a hashtag, and so that way when you come over to Facebook, you only see any of the items that are crochet. So right now, Facebook is the website. So Tremaine is at $7.25 for this infinity pink on pink crochet. For this pink on pink crochet, 100% acrylic, 100% cotton. And the reason I say 100 and 100, because it's not necessarily 50-50, because I use a completely cotton blend and I use a completely acrylic blend, and I do a double yarn using double crochet and single crochet. So it's not going to fray, it's not going to come apart. And of course, like I say, when you purchase on tonight, you do get the 30 Days, 30 Ways to Self-Improvement downloadable ebook. It's going to come to you in your email. You're going to be added to the private Facebook group for Learn, Lead, and Level Up. And inside that Facebook group, there's inspirational quotes that are inside the book. There are also, Tremaine says she's out. All right, Lisa, $7.50 for this 100% cotton, 100% acrylic infinity pink on pink scarf. You want to add $3 in shipping to that once you finalize whether or not you're getting any others tonight, because you only pay the shipping one time. So you're going to add up whichever scarves that you're interested in, and then you're going to add $3 shipping, and you're going to pay that via PayPal. Thanks so much, cuz. I appreciate you. Genesis is writing down your order now, and basically we will finalize and get one PayPal payment from you and ship everything right here. And ship everything out to you on tomorrow. I don't think I had any custom orders that came in thus far, so everything will ship tomorrow. I'll just follow up with you tonight just to make sure that you know, I have your money processed and that I have your order correct, and then everything will go out in the mail on tomorrow. So I think we are available to leave the pinks alone now. I want to show you guys the yellow, because the yellow, when I say it's popping, it's popping. And I think it is like extremely, extremely. I hope I didn't burn up my potato soup messing with y'all. Hold on. I hope I didn't burn up my potato soup messing with y'all. But if I did, I did. So I have a classic and I have an infinity yellow here. You may not be a yellow person, and that's cool, but you guys have to see how pretty this yellow is. Okay, it's good. Okay, so this one that you're looking at here, this is a full 60 length, yellow on yellow. It is a ribbed, double crocheted, 100% acrylic, 100% cotton. Yep, classic scarf. This is the yellow. That's A as a classic. It comes with the little hoodie because I don't want this yellow sitting around in my inventory. I don't want it to fade. I don't want it to get any stains or anything on it. So that's one that I usually keep wrapped up because the yellow, I mean, it will pick up dust and appear, you know, to be stained. And I don't want any of my garments to be a mess. So if they're not purchased, they're going right back into being bagged up for acrylic. I mean, being bagged up for care. So that is the yellow. And the little hat that comes with the yellow is kind of big and puffy so that it can fit over your hair, whether you have, you know, twist or natural. If you have a teeny weeny head, I would need to know that because I would like to put maybe an elastic band on the inside. So if you're looking at that one for a gift for someone you know who really loves yellow, you have this yellow and white blend here starting at $5. And then I also have that yellow in an infinity as well. So let me show you that one. And yes, I will throw in the hat with either one. I just want to make sure that I get it sold because I'd rather it be out in circulation than in home getting messed up. So it is a full 30 on infinity, and it was sewn together from an acrylic, from a classic to an infinity, and it's yellow on yellow. Now, I would suggest wearing this doubled up, so I'm going to put it on Betty Sue so that you can see it doubled up.
You can't have so against my...
Because as you see, it's really, let me back up some. As you can see, it's really, really long. So I would suggest doubling it up. And as you see, you still got a nice pocket of space there. Would you?
Someone was walking by and he's like, "Bark."
Okay, so there's the yellow acrylic. Hey Shamika, how did the girls event go? How did everything go? I hope it went really, really well. Matter of fact, now that Shamika's in here, her daughters have their own natural. Thank you. We're going to talk about the covers probably in about 5 to 10 minutes because we're going to be, you know, closing out everything. But wanted to talk with you about the yellow. Her girls, oh my goodness, precious. Her girls and young lady have their own natural line of products. I was available to assist them with their logo and their branding. One of their colors is yellow. That's what made me think. And then I look up and you're coming in. So the scarf that I'm showing tonight, this particular scarf is a yellow and white. This is the classic. That is so great. They did really well. This is the classic end to end. Betty Sue is wearing the infinity. It has been double. It has been double wrapped around her neck because it's lengthy. And when they're lengthy like that, you kind of want to double wrap them for warmth, but then you also, you're going to have to let him out. Okay. All right, so that is the yellow A starting out at $5. The hat will go with either of the scarves. I'm going to take it off Betty Sue now. And this is the infinity of that one. And it's best that you double wrap it because I made it really, really long. So that's a great value at $5 to be able to get the infinity at that length as well as the hat. So you may have someone that you want to purchase for, a mother, sister, cousin, you know, auntie, godmother, grandmother that you want to purchase for, and you know that they love the yellow color palette. So you have that option to purchase either the infinity or the classic. It comes with the hat And it is starting out for $5. If anybody wants to jump in on that, I'll let you guys look at that, and then we'll move on to purple.
Gizmo, he won't put his feet in it, Mama. He won't put his feet in his harness. He's like, oh, chicken, Mama. Put your tiny feet in your harness.
Sorry guys, Gizmo does not have on his harness, and he needs to go outside, and he is not letting his sister put his harness on to go outside. All right, there you go.
Come on, baby.
So where's my hand sanitizer? I had to put his harness around his legs. Okay, so alrighty, I made it. I love it. So, okay, awesome. All right, so that's the yellow. It doesn't look like we have interest in the yellow, so I am going to move to yellow aside. I'm going to make sure that I get it bagged back up, because the yellow and white, you can see, I mean, dust anything pretty quickly, so I want to make sure that it does not get compromised for another sale. So I'm going to move that out of the way. Alrighty, so what we're going to finalize on is the purple that I have here, and this very interesting, I have 3 very interesting shades of blue that I want to show, and pretty much I'm going to look and see what comes in from people who go back and watch the video, to have a look at some of the inventory to see what may sell afterwards, because you are available to buy afterwards based on what is left. And then the rest of this is going to go up to its normal $9, $13, and $16, $17 price range. So this is a denim infinity scarf. It's folded. As you see, it's really, really wide in its length. It's much thicker than any of the other scarves. These are the ones that I'm starting to make now, because people are enjoying that more bulky look. So this is a denim infinity in the blue color palette. Then you have a classic in a teal and light blue color palette. It can be turned to an infinity, but right now it is a basic classic. It is in a teal color palette, light blue, very minimal dark blue, and white. That is item B. What's our time looking like? Yeah, we're finalizing. So that's A in the denim, B in the teal, and then in this grayish navy is a classic. Here we go. And this one is crocheted in a block design. So most of the others are crocheted in a double crochet. These are crocheted in a block design. So we have item number A, which is the denim. Okay. And then we have item number B in the teal. And we have item number C in the navy and the gray. So we'll wait to see if any bids come in on those. And then I will talk to you guys about the covers, which is like the top that I have on, before we head out and close out everything.
Make this say Something about item A.
Do you happen to have a wine or emerald colored infinity? The closest that I have to wine colored is a multicolored autumn looking color. However, in the greens, no, those are lime. I can write that down as a possibility. No, I do not currently have, Lisa, no, I do not currently have wine or emerald colored. However, if that's something that you want and you want it in an infinity, if you go ahead and add it to your list tonight, I will make sure, because I have to check. I think I might have received one other custom request for tonight. And if I received one other one, I'll honor that one first. But like I say, these only take me about 2 hours to make. No, it was custom, but then Tremaine and Danielle got into a bidding war. And
Okay.
yeah. So then I don't have to make that one because they bid over it and got it. So a wine or emerald color, if you want to add that one to your order tonight and go ahead and purchase that one, then I'll go ahead and get that one made. Either wine, and when I'm thinking wine, I'm thinking like this is a red glitter. Are you referring to more of a wine color that's a deeper wine, like that color? And if so, then yes, I can get that one created this week. So I'll let you reply to that one, and I will look at what Shamika is asking about this one. Okay, so it looks like we may need to do a bid on the denim infinity, item number A. Right now, this one is done rather thickly, and it is done with, as you see, 1-2 bale number 2 up there of denim. It is 100% cotton. This one is done with a light blue added in with it, and it's done thick so that it lays rather nicely on the neck with much layering to give you that depth look to your scarf. So if you're interested in that one, Shamika, we can start the bidding at 5 on the denim infinity that Betty Sue has on. And you would just type a 5, and that will let me know that you do want to bid on that one. And if no one else bids 6 by their name, then you will go ahead and grab that one for 5, and we can move on.
Right. 15 seconds.
You know why that's confusing me? Because I forgot I'm supposed to read from the top on that one, but on my phone you read from the bottom. So that's why every time I look over there, I'm like, what are you talking about? Because I keep looking and looking at the bottom. Okay, so Shamika's opened the bid on the infinity scarf that Betty Sue is wearing for $5. If no one else types in 6, then we're going to let that one go to Shamika for 5.
15 seconds.
Can you let the windows down and go ahead and close the blinds? It's called the Jeopardy song. You all don't watch those game shows. No, you have to let the window down before you close the blinds, because if not, the blinds aren't going to slide down. So I don't see a 6 coming in. Oh, no sooner than I said it. Danielle pops in with the denim. The denim infinity at $6. Shamika is requesting it for 7. Y'all better go. And I'm telling you, this is truly one of the newer design styles that I will be doing. So that's funny that you guys will start bidding on that one, because a lot of the scarves that are going to be coming are going to be designed behind this particular one, just because of how soft it is, and the width of it. It gives you a lot of definition around your neck. So y'all get the bidding. Shamika is at 7 for the denim infinity, and you guys are going to be so excited when you receive it, because it is so pretty. When I finished crocheting that one, I was like, that's that one. That is that one. That's why I waited so late to show it as well. So Shamika's at 7. And then, like I say, if you see anything that is not a color palette that you may like that you don't see tonight, I 100% will look to get it made in the coming months, in the coming weeks, I mean, because Danielle says $7.50, Shamika, because huh?
She didn't say that. She said Lana said.
That one right there says $7.50.
It says Lana.
That's her daughter, Layla.
Oh.
That's Danielle's daughter. Okay, Shamika says 8. So yeah, this is definitely one that I'll be creating in the coming weeks, but go ahead and get it now. Of course, ladies, debut this. Take your images for me. Post them to this link. Send them to me when you decide to wear these scarves. I'm looking to give discounts later on down the road when you actually debut them and wear them and send them to me. If you find friends and family that want to purchase, Shamika said 8. People who want to purchase this, as you see, even folded, it's a lot. It's a lot. She's done. Okay, so Shamika, girl, you better work. You worked that $8, didn't you? So that is awesome. You got a $15 scarf for $8. If that's not a deal, there you go. So write Shamika down, Genesis. Give her her bag. And write 8. And then, of course, you'll PayPal me and you'll add $3 for shipping and handling. Yeah, Shamika, S-H-E. Right. And then put that with this in her bag and put 8. Yeah, put 8. Alrighty, ladies. So I'll ask you guys before I decide which direction I'm going to go in as we close out. We're almost at our 2-hour mark. And you let me know. Do we want to see the purples? Or do we want to go ahead and see these tops? Because if you guys want to pre-order tops, you can pre-order tops. That's totally up to you all. But you won't know until you actually see the tops. So I figured I'd ask. And I'll see what's left and what we may need to auction off again on next Sunday.
The purplish also.
Okay, purplish almost. Okay. Well, these ones that I have here are not wine. You're like maybe like more of a maroon or burgundy. Okay, Shamika wants to see the purple. Okay, good. Because we did not get to bring the purple out, so I'm glad you said that. However, I'm going to do what the audience wants to see. We did not get to bring, Jen, unwrap that one, any of the purple out. So, the first purple that you're going to see is a classic purple. This classic purple has a green in it, a emerald green in it. That's the emerald green that I'm probably going to talk with Lisa about. It has a little bit of white in it. Just put it down, Genesis. My hands are full. And then it has the royal purple. This is a 100% acrylic and a 100% cotton. This one is done in a classic, but it is so rich in its purple effect. I don't know how well you can see it, but that is done in a classic scarf. That's going to be item number A. Okay? Item number B is more like a lilac and gray. This one is done in a glitter gray with a royal purple. It is 100% acrylic, 100% cotton. That one is also done in classic. That is B. And then C is the infinity purple. That is done in royal purple, lavender, and white. And this one is done in an infinity. There you go. And I think I have one more purple behind me for D. So that was A, B, C, and yes.
Shamika started bidding for 5.
I don't know what she bidding on. I got to figure out which one. Hold on. And then lastly, this one that I actually finished last night. It is a fuchsia and purple royal. And this one's done in an infinity as well. It's probably best double looped, especially for little girls. It's best double looped. So I'll run back through them again and you can let me know which ones, okay? We have A in a royal purple, emerald green, light green mix.
D $5 and C $5.
So we got two different ones. Okay, B is a light gray and a lavender. That's A and B. Oh goodness, so we got three of them. Okay, C and D. Okay, hold on. Okay, so this is C. I'm seeing bids for C and D. So C is the dark purple, the light purple, and the lavender infinity. And D is the fuchsia and purple infinity. So I see Lisa and Shamika are going 5 for C. And I see Danielle and Tremaine. Y'all like each other. Danielle and Tremaine are going $5 on D for the infinity. So I'll let y'all begin bidding out. Genesis and I are going to watch the screen between Lisa and Shamika for C, and Danielle and Tremaine for D. Hey, Patricia, what's going on?
Thank you for going for D and person.
Thank you for joining in. Okay, so Lisa said D. Yeah, D is beautiful. It has the glimmer, the shimmer to it. Danielle and I have the same taste. I know, right?
$5.50 for D.
So Jen's gonna watch the bidding for a minute. Don't y'all love my little assistant? I'll make sure that when we auction again next Sunday, night, I'll make sure that, oh, they won't be here. You won't be here. You'll be with your dad. But we're going to do it for the entire month, so you'll get to get on camera. Okay. So we got Lisa at $5.50 on D. Oh, well, who asked for C? Because they may be able to get it out right then. Okay, Shamika asked for C. So I'm going to make sure I'm good for this. Shamika, this is infinity purple. And if so, just hit the little hearts and let me know. And I can go ahead and sit that one to the side while Lisa, Tremaine, and Danielle go for a bidding war on D.
She wanted D too.
If you scroll up, right here it says Shamika wanted C.
Let me see the mouse. I can't see. I can't scroll up with my finger, Mama.
Oh, that ain't touch screen. I'm not that advanced yet.
No.
Well, I don't know where the mouse went, honey.
Thank you very much.
Okay, well, I got Shamika for C. Yes, ma'am, Patricia, I did, and you came in at the right time because as soon as we finish the bidding on the purple, I'm going to show several of these tops that I have on because people really like them. It's not part of the $5 bidding, but I know you guys want to know about them and how to get them, so I'm definitely going to make sure that that I do that.
I can't scroll down.
Huh?
I can't scroll down.
Well, it's okay. I'm on here doing it. I just want to make sure I got Shamika's order so you can be working on Shamika while I move on.
I wish Shamika's pack. I just had it.
Oh, $6.75 on D. All right, Danielle and Tremaine.
You gotta go. $70.
Danielle said 7 on D.
Shamika has how much now?
I'm waiting for her to hit me back and make sure that this purple scarf, because I know purple is one of her favorite colors. I wanted to make sure that she's good for this, the purple one on C while my lady friends go back and forth. All right, Danielle's up to 7 on this one. Hey, my sister. She's going to get me if I say her full name. So, hey, A. Tanya Copeland. Tavante's mama. All right, $7.50, $7.50. Okay, Shamika said yes. So this is Shamika's. Write her 5 down for that one. All right, $8 on D. $8 on D. Danielle said $8 on this beautiful infinity. 100% acrylic, 100% cotton infinity scarf. We are at $8. And it is a double wrap. As you see, if I fold it in half, you still have about 12 inches in length there. So if I were to hold up a ruler, you're going to have 12 inches in length. So what's that? 12, 24, 36, 48. So that's about 24 going across. Gizmo said, let me in, y'all.
Danielle is how much? Danielle has how much more?
Lisa and Danielle are bidding over D. I don't know. We'll have to look through the bags and see what else everybody ordered so that I can make sure they get one PayPal link with one shipping cost on it. Well, at $8. Hold on one second, guys, because oh no, I thought I was gonna be able to help y'all out. Nope, the other one sold. It sure did.
You can just make another one. You only said it was an hour.
Child, she's trying to cut into my profit. We're trying to get these sold because we have the launch to do, and we got to get the website built so people can see all the different things. But I need to finish up this one so they can see the tops. Okay, so going once. Nope. Lisa said $8.50. So we are looking at the beautiful 100% cotton, 100% acrylic infinity scarf in a fuchsia and a purple. Danielle said $9. Hey, Crystal, how are you doing this wonderful evening? It's so good to see you. Hey, Gizmo. You got to back away from the merchandise, buddy. Back away from the merchandise. Alrighty, so we are at $9 from Danielle. Lisa said $9.50. See, she's like, no. Show D again. D is the extra thick infinity scarf. It is a fuchsia pink and purple, royal purple, 100% acrylic and 100% cotton blend. It is a double yarn, double crocheted. It is an infinity scarf, and right now the bidding is at $9.75 from Danielle. That is awesome. I'm glad you could join us, Crystal. It is so much fun. When I tell you, this is amazing the way that this came to my coach, Coach Nicole S. Cooper. If you have not heard or know anything about her, you definitely need to Google her on Facebook. When I say she is a guru of business, a guru of just how to corral women together, oh my goodness, she is a guru of a leader. When I say the people that I have run into that are in my Breathe University Facebook group, and then the people who are in my business group, you know, through Nicole, and then my own group, Learn, Lead, and Level Up, I'm, you know, looking to get things going and moving with that group. The women that I'm surrounded with, my circle of influence, we are off the chain. I mean, from so many different network marketing, you know, backgrounds, as well as just day-to-day interactions. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Jen, what are you doing?
I cannot hit them now.
Well, please don't do that.
Okay.
Yes, I know, T. She is our coach. Yes. Okay, do you have just a royal purple infinity? No, I do not. But I'm glad to hear you ask that question, because I got a feeling you're getting ready to kick yourself out of the running for this one so you can get a royal purple. So that might leave Tremaine and Danielle to keep fussing and going over $9.75. What say you? We're at $9.75 on this fuchsia and purple, 100% acrylic, 100% cotton, double crocheted infinity scarf, which measures about 48 inches around, 12 inches from the neck here, so it hangs right above the breastplate. Danielle is so far at $9.75. Are we going to hold right there at $9.75 for Danielle? And if so, I am going to get the covers. Can you slide that up so you can see the part you're supposed to be seeing?
Oh, this part?
Yeah, so you can see the comments when they come in. Okay, and leave it right there. And leave it right there. It's not, it's hand claps. For some reason, the icon is showing up differently on there. All right, so I'm going to stop right there at $9.75 with Danielle.
Let me see it and then see it.
I love that y'all like Betty Sue. Okay, so I'm going to take this Infinity purple and fuchsia and put it on Betty Sue so you guys can have a look at it. I'm going to double loop it. We're going to start out with it first at the loop here. That's with its single loop. Can everybody see that? I know y'all looking at my TLC figure too. Yes, baby, 20 pounds down. Okay, so y'all see it single loop one time. And then that's it, double loop twice on Betty Sue. It sits right on the breast, and it still has plenty of room around the nape of the neck.
It's warm.
And it's very warm. Let me see. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. Yes, I love it. And it was such a fluke because I just finished this one up last night. Today I was watching the movie Money Monster. Guys, that's how I get away with my TV time. If I'm not listening to personal development from Lisa Nichols or from Grant Cardone or from Eric Thomas, if I'm not, in my Breathe University listening to my personal development, I'm watching a movie. But all the time, if I'm not taking notes, I'm crocheting. And so today I decided to watch Money Monster. And I finished this one up, and I was like, man, this thing is kind of pretty. Why hadn't I put this purple and this fuchsia together before? Because it turned out really, really beautiful. So definitely, guys, I think the last bit we got in here was from Danielle. And I know she's sitting there like, close it out, child, so I can get my scarf. Uh-oh, Danielle, it was at $9.75. Lisa just said $10 on D. Oh! So, guys, there you have it. There you have it. I was trying to help you along, Danielle, and see if she was going to bite at ordering a solid fuchsia one and letting you have it at $9.75. But that's not how the cookie crumbled. So, you guys are at $10 on this last scarf. Go ahead and put this in Lisa's bag for $10.
Lisa had a bag.
Okay.
That's being
Genesis said Lisa had a plan. She was going to talk herself into that one. Okay, guys. So, if you give me just a moment, I'll take, fuchsia, please. I'll take.
Fuchsia.
Maybe she's saying solid fuchsia.
Fuchsia, please. She's saying solid fuchsia, yeah.
Are you saying solid fuchsia? Alright, so I'll wait for that one. If you want me to do you one in a solid fuchsia, I can do. Lord, she trying her. Oh! I can't do it, Shamika. I'm sorry. I went ahead and sold that one to Lisa. I went ahead and sold that one to Lisa for $10. But if you want to order, like Danielle is ordering a solid fuchsia one, I can definitely have you go ahead and pay for that one. These scarves, like I say, are $9. Go ahead and pay for that one. There's no additional shipping and handling. And then you'd still be able to get it. I'll be able to crochet it over the next couple of days and get it out to you at the same time I'm sending all these out. That's not a problem. So I'll let you guys answer that question while I get a couple of these covers out to show you so we can finalize what we have going on. So give me just a minute. I'm going to put up a couple of these out of the way, and then I'm going to hold up a few of these tops. Thank you, Danielle. I appreciate it. It is so much fun, and definitely if you consider doing an auction like this, then definitely have someone. I know it does move slow. Definitely have someone with you because the comments go kind of fast. And also you want to make sure that you're giving ample time for people who may be on a phone or on a computer or on a tablet. And then, of course, you have to give the cushion of the amount of time coming in. So give me just a moment, one more moment. I'm going to go grab a couple of these tops. Hey, Candace, I'm going to go give a couple of these. Genesis is about to lose her mind. She spilled, my product is on over there. Move that cup. Take that cup over there. Before you be done spilled something on my merchandise. Don't play. So I'm going to go and grab a couple of these tops so you can see these tops. These tops start out, no, Genesis, don't play. Okay. You're getting silly. You're going to get kicked out as the assistant. These tops start out at $19. They start between $9 and $19 for little girls. So if you hand me those that are hanging down there, I'm going to show the little girls ones first, and then I'll show the adult ones. All right, so these that I'm going to show you right now are the ones that are for little girls. And by little girls, I mean ages like around 4. So if you're looking at a 4-year-old, they come with the little pouch for them to drop their little bracelets or their little notebooks or something in. But they come like that for the little girls, and the girth of them is not very wide. So we're not talking about thick little girls like my daughter. We're talking about slimmer little girls. And think of a gymnastics body when you're thinking of a slimmer little girl versus my daughter, who's thicker and more is like a cheer, you know, type of little girl. So we have them in multiple colors, or these are shown as samples, okay? So you have different colors that come with the little baggie, and I use these to show them as samples. Like imagine this as a full-size adult. A solid pink, bubblegum, a currant or a royal purple. So they come in all different colors, ladies, and they come in all different sizes. They are very custom, and I need to know certain measurements that you have so that I can make sure that it's custom to your body type, okay? So those are the ones that I'm just going to show you really quickly as samples for little girls. And then the next line I'm going to show you, I'm going to have to back up and show you because they're a little bit longer in length. Hold on one moment. So these are the 4 bags left?
Yes. Oh, whose bags are those? So Alabama, never raising.
Those are the ones I'm taking. I was just looking to see what I had over here. Oh, there's the rest of the blue scarves I needed to move. Okay, so ladies, the ones that I'm getting ready to show you now, they're not going to show very well on the live. I want to go ahead and warn you of that beforehand. And the reason I say that is because of the way that I'm going to have to show it to you on a hanger versus this one that I have on that you can actually see. So this is like what I refer to as a cover. I call them covers because you wear them over something, matching the color palette. These are, as you see, cover up some of our little wings or whatever, and they kind of hang right on your hips, okay? They come in various lengths, okay? They come in various lengths here as well. So let me show you this one specifically. All right. In this particular picture here, Donna is wearing one that comes down to her elbow as far as the arm length, but it stops right at her navel as far as the body length. And the same with the one that I have on here. It stops below my navel and covers just a little bit of my wings. Okay? However, the one that Miss Paulette has on up here comes below her elbow, but right up under her breast. So I kind of need to know, that's the customization that comes with these, you know, so you kind of have to let me know specifically, you know, what it is that you're looking for. Now, Tremaine, I have it in a black and white. For little girls like Danielle's daughters, I have them in bubblegum. Okay? These are all the ones that stop up here. Alrighty. I have them in the yellow and the white with length on them. So that's the reason why I say it's kind of hard to show them on here, because they come in so many varying ways. We kind of need to discuss it a little bit more. But if you think about a teenager, my model here, Erin, is wearing one that's lengthy and it goes across her body, over one shoulder and under one arm, and she's wearing it with a t-shirt and a pair of jeans. Versus this one we have, she's wearing it like a capelet. It has a point on the back, and it's fully lined in her arms. Okay, that's the back of the one that's on her shoulder. Okay, so there are lots of different ways you can wear this. This one is just like a vest that's completely cropped across in the back, has a little small collar up there at the top if you can see it. So it really depends on what style you want. They're really custom. You know what I'm saying? They're custom in the color, they're custom in their width, and they're custom in their length. Yeah, so it's kind of hard to show them on here. This is one that Jen wore.
Oh, yeah.
And she wore it as the front was cropped and the back she had a cape. So that covered up all that extra booty that that her mama has blessed her with. So the top that I have on, like I say, it's multiple different ways that you can wear them. That's one that's really long, almost like a swimsuit cover. It's just kind of, we have to talk about what it is that you want. You understand? So if you could let me know what you're interested in as far as the top is concerned, then that will allow me to custom create, starting out at $19. It will allow me to custom design for you the specific top of the specific type of top that you're interested in, beyond something like the scarves that were shown tonight. So definitely, if you get a chance, please go back in and share this video so that others can see it, so that we can get a lot of the scarves that are left sold. We have a new line that's going to be coming out soon, so we wanted to launch with the original line tonight. Get on here. Hey, Daryl, Miss Daryl, how are you doing, Minister Gamble? We wanted to get on here and basically give you guys an opportunity to see some of the scarves, to bid on some of the scarves, to get the word out. And then we may be back on here next Sunday night. I may do this again. My assistant won't be here next Sunday night, so it's a little bit hard. I'm just not sure. So I'm going to hop on here throughout the week, check out the feedback, see what you guys were able to see, what you were interested in, and we'll go from there. Can you go take out the whipping cream so I can finish up the potato soup so we can eat? Thank you. So my assistant thanks you. I thank you guys. This has been so much fun. And like I said, I'll get back in touch with you ladies on tonight that were able to purchase on tonight. And definitely finalize your orders. Get your payment sent via PayPal, and go ahead and ship all these scarves that you guys purchased out tonight. Like I say, we're going to do this again next Sunday with the balance of inventory. I'm not going to make anything new right now for the auction. Anything new that I make is going to be strictly custom designs for the orders that are going to be coming in, and they're going to start at $9 for the slimmer scarves and go up to, I think the highest thing I have is a duster. It's a floor duster, and it is $69 or $79. I have to look at it again, and it is a full body length duster, so it's definitely worth the $69 or $79 price range. They are custom made, so I'll definitely send everything out to you. And thank you guys so much for supporting me tonight. Share the video, and I hope to see you soon. To your success. Good night.